Good morning, church. About a year ago, I signed up for the Bridge program with Covenant. I saw the announcement for it after my friend Kaja invited me to start attending Sunday service. We were still in the first few weeks of the pandemic at this time, so everything was virtual. But I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to explore Christianity, ask questions, ask myself what my faith meant to me, and really ask myself what is important in life. At that time, I was working as a nurse at a COVID testing site, isolated and quarantined from family and friends, and quite honestly, terrified. Terrified because depression is very real in my life. Terrified because isolation and loneliness always intensified depressive feelings for me. A few weeks before I had heard about that announcement to join Bridge, I remember having a day of consuming anxiety and depression. Like if I went missing, no one would know. Like nothing would ever heal the emptiness I felt in my soul. And that the only way to end the pain would be to end my life. Thoughts that were all too familiar to me. Little did I know, God has had a bigger plan for me all along, and this was my push right into his hands. So I signed up for the course with complete openness to whatever Bridge had to offer. I loved watching the messages each week. I also had a desire for a deeper and more meaningful connection in my life, which I felt immediately with the help from my group and group leaders. I can still remember some of the very precious moments I had with them that my heart holds so closely. God so graciously put people there for me to have vulnerable and honest conversations with, drawing me closer to him each week through prayer and guided discussions. I found myself asking, who else but Jesus Christ to save me from those thoughts I was having? Who else but the Lord to restore my peace? I thought my darkness was too deep to ever find joy, that the feelings of worthlessness, hopelessness, and wanting to give up on my life would never go away. I always thought I had to figure this out on my own, not really ever knowing where to turn, thinking I had to find a way just to be stronger every time. Now realizing Jesus did all the work for me through his own suffering and death, forgiving me of all my sins, never leaving me alone to fend for myself. Since then, what I have learned through being saved through Bridge, through this community, through Scripture, and through building a relationship with God, is that my perspective is not always his perspective. That until I surrendered all control to God, I would always be fighting a losing battle. I learned I don't have to figure this out on my own because Jesus is by my side in every moment, and his love is enough to fight for me. His love is enough to give my fears over to him so I can rest gently with him. And above all, I am worthy because God made me for a purpose to use me for his glory. Thank you.